Hi, this is a bit of guidance to help you to think about the first assignment and what you might include in it and how you're going to structure this. For many of you, this may be the first assignment at M level, so you need to think in mind always the M level criteria of criticality. This is the key word. So when you're reading something, when you're writing something, you need to approach this critically. In other words, examining the evidence, evaluating, analysing, and then situating that perhaps within your own experience and your own practice. Alongside that, we expect to use a range of literature and to construct a carefully and well thought through argument. So let's have a think about the assignment. The 4,000 words of the assignment break down into really about 5 parts. To start off with, we want you to introduce the critical incident or the critical idea that you're going to talk about in your assignment. So this depends whether you're taking an SEND approach or a behaviour management approach. But what is this either incident that you're thinking of, something that happened in one of your classrooms that you want to reflect on and think about, perhaps how you handled that, how the teacher handled that, how that went down, or an issue around special educational needs and disabilities. And again, you might be thinking about a particular child that you were teaching or in a classroom that you got, or a wider issue around this. In the session, you will have been introduced to some theoretical models around both behaviour management and SEND, and you'll start to have read in your chosen area already. So you're starting hopefully to think about the kind of things that you're talking about. That's your introduction. Then you're going to use your literature to explore 2 things. You are going to focus in on the behaviour management issue or the SEND issue, but you are also going to think about the nature of reflection and how reflection builds on this. So the chapters from Pollard will be helpful, as well as the other materials you were introduced to on the session. On the support website, there's a whole series of reflective practitioner models, or models of reflection, and it'd be worth having a look at these and going through them to see what kind of models you like or don't like, which of those are important to you. So things from Jenny Moon, and things from Kolb, and things from Gibbs, or Bain, or Schoen. There's a whole series of models there that might be useful for you to reflect upon and consider which of these you're going to use to think about that critical incident or experience. So we want you to describe the model that you're choosing. And remember, this is about criticality. So not just what you've chosen, but why you've chosen that and you think that's most appropriate for your assignment. Go on then in the next 1,000 or so words to talk about how you're going to apply this model to your critical incident or to your critical issue. Remember, at M-level writing, we want you to build on the existing literature, to critically reflect on this, and then to situate this in the practice that you're seeing or that's taking part in your classrooms. And it's that structure, looking at, reflecting critically upon, building on the literature, situating, that's at the crux of this kind of reflective practice. So, to conclude your assignment, the last 400 to 500 words, think about how what's taken place, what you reflect upon, what literature you've read, will impact on your own practice. What's going to change the result of what you've read and what you've done? What's not going to change? What should be challenged in your practice? Or don't forget to think about the practice that you've undertaken that's been confirmed by or supported by the literature or the reading. All of this comes together to form this reflective assignment. Think about the structure carefully as you build that, and the structure around, I'll just repeat this, the introduction, the literature review, the model of reflection, the application of that model, and then the conclusion. In your appendices, you could include some writing from your reflective diaries and also some incidents or some examples of the schoolwork. But don't overwhelm this. Remember, the core of a good appendix is something that the tutor or the marker should want to look at, but should not need to. So I hope this has been helpful and it helps situate the assignment and gives you some guidance towards developing an excellent assignment. I'll look forward to reading them. Thank you.